Hare Krishna everyone, welcome back to the reading of the book Teachings of Lord Chaitanya by His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai, today's Vyasa Puja of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada's Vyasa Puja, it's 125th anniversary. Haribol! Jai, and it's very exciting because this year they have announced that the entire year will be dedicated to this glorious date, to this glorious anniversary. And so I was also thinking of doing something in glorification of such an anniversary, and I have some ideas. They will be coming up later on, but today we have posted our homage, our offering on the website shravanamdiaries.com and on social media, so you can read it yourself, and if you feel inspired you can also write your own homage and dedicate it to Srila Prabhupada. So we are continuing to read chapter 1, Teachings to Rupa Goswami. Thus, by the mercy of the spiritual master and Kṛṣṇa, one receives the seed of devotional service. Then, one has to sow the seed in the field of his heart, just as a gardener sows the seed of a valuable tree. After sowing the seed, one has to water it by chanting and hearing the holy name of the Supreme Lord, and by taking part in discussions about the science of devotional service in a society of pure devotees. When the plant of devotional service sprouts up from the seed of devotion, it begins to grow freely. When it is fully grown, it surpasses the length and breadth of this universe and enters the transcendental atmosphere of the spiritual world, where everything is bathed in the effulgence of the Brahma Jyoti. The plant penetrates even the Brahma Jyoti and gradually enters the planet known as Goloka Vrindavan. There, the plant takes shelter at the lotus feet of Kṛṣṇa. That is the ultimate goal of devotional service. After attaining this position, the plant produces the fruit of love of Godhead. After attaining this position, going all the way, reaching Goloka Vrindavan, and then fruit of love of Godhead comes. To taste this fruit, however, it is necessary for the devotee or transcendental gardener to water the plant daily by chanting and hearing. Unless one waters the plant by chanting and hearing, there is every chance that it will dry up. Jai. I just know how it feels to dry up, to be honest, because naturally, if one is a neophyte like me, we can commit many mistakes, and priorities get a little bit confused and mistaken, and but it's more and more becoming clear with gradual spiritual development that chanting and hearing is really the most important, otherwise you will dry up and that's it. So yes, daily chanting and daily hearing, that's how you water the plant. Also, the second point I just remembered is that I was just recently finished reading Harinama-Chintamani of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and Haridas Thakur was describing 3 stages of chanting, which is first stage? I forgot. Namabhasa and Shuddhanam, right? The first stage is basically Nama Aparadha, right? So Nama Aparadha is something that we don't want to stay on. So Namabhasa is in itself very powerful. Like Haridas Thakur says that Namabhasa can re-establish Varnashrama. Namabhasa can get you to impersonal liberation. It can liberate you. Namabhasa, it's described like everything, like all the bad effects of any planets are neutralized completely. Like it gives like a long list of effects of Namabhasa, but it doesn't give pure love of Godhead. That's only Shuddhanam gives. So like sometimes if you don't do proper chanting and hearing also means knowing the science of devotional service, you can stop at the point where you're just beginning your spiritual life and you think that, oh, I've achieved everything. But it's such a delusion. Yes, so continuing. Lord Chaitanya pointed out to Rupa Goswami that there was another danger to be encountered while watering the root of the devotional plant. After a plant has grown somewhat, an animal may come and either eat it or destroy it. When the green leaves of a plant are eaten by some animal, the plant generally dies. Thus, one has to take precautions so that the plant of devotional service is not disturbed by animals, which represent offenses. The most dangerous animal is a mad animal, for if a mad elephant, the most dangerous animal is a mad elephant, for if a mad elephant enters a garden, it causes tremendous damage to plants and trees. An offense to a pure devotee of the Lord is called Vaishnava Aparadha, the mad elephant offense. In the discharge of devotional service, an offense to the feet of a pure devotee creates havoc and stops one's advancement. Thus, one has to defend the plant of bhakti by fencing it off properly and taking care not to offend pure devotees. Then the plant of devotional service will be properly protected. An offense to a pure devotee is one of the 10 offenses against the holy name. The first offense is to blaspheme the great devotees who have tried to spread the glories of the holy name all over the world. The greatest offender at the feet of the holy name is the rascal who is envious of such devotees. The holy name of Kṛṣṇa is none different from Kṛṣṇa, and Lord Kṛṣṇa cannot tolerate offenses against the pure devotee who, following the order of his spiritual master, is spreading the holy name all over the world. Haribol. The second offense is to deny that Lord Vishnu is the absolute truth. One thing is interesting before I forget. Here, Srila Prabhupada says that animals which come and eat the plant or destroy the plant are represented by offenses, and the most dangerous is the mad elephant. And actually, in the past, at least 10 years, maybe actually more, maybe 20 years, it has been very, everyone is very much alarmed about this mad elephant offense. About, don't offend Vaishnavas, don't speak badly about Vaishnavas, don't criticize Vaishnavas. It's all around, everywhere you will hear that. But, it's one thing to, isn't it? Like, it's one thing to be careful to guard against the most dangerous mad elephant offense, right? But it's another thing to not let other offenses, which are other animals, right? According to this analogy, other animals to come and eat it, right? It's not like the mad elephant is not entered, any other element, any other animal, please come and eat. No, it's not like that. So all offenses are very, very important to be aware of and guard against them and just be careful about. So, the second offense is to deny that Lord Vishnu is the absolute truth. Since there is no difference between the Lord and his name, qualities, form, and pastimes, or activities, one who sees a difference is considered an offender. The Lord being supreme, no one is equal to or greater than him. Consequently, one who thinks that the name of some demigod is equal to the Lord's name is an offender. The Supreme Lord and the demigods should never be considered on the same level. The third offense is to consider the bona fide spiritual master to be a common man. The fourth offense is to blaspheme the Vedic literature, the Vedas, and such corollaries as the Puranas. The fifth offense is to consider the glories of the holy name to be exaggeration. The sixth offense is to imagine a perverted meaning of the holy name. The seventh offense is to commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name. It is understood that by chanting the holy name, one is freed from sinful reactions. But this does not mean that one should perversely act sinfully on the strength of chanting. I really hate this one, really. That is the greatest offense. The eighth offense is to equate chanting the holy name with religious rituals, austerity, renunciation, or sacrificial performances. Sometimes people are enthused to take up chanting like for these purposes, but that's why it is considered nama aparatha stage, because it's not a religious ritual. Chanting the holy name is as good as associating with the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whereas these pious activities are only means of approaching the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and they can also be performed for some material reason. Yeah, this is what I just said, right? That it's means of approaching, like it's an excuse to approach the Lord. But if you are associating with the Lord, right? If you're talking with the Lord and you have some ulterior motives, that's important to remember. It is an offense to equate them with chanting the holy name. These means, right? The ninth offense is to preach the glories of the holy name of God to a faithless person. The 10th and last offense is to maintain material attachments even after hearing and chanting the holy name of God. The idea is that by chanting the holy name without offense, one is elevated to the liberated platform, where one is freed from all material attachments. Thus, if one chants the holy names and still has material attachments, he is committing an offense. Again, as I mentioned a little earlier, all of these are so awesomely, wonderfully, superbly explained, elaborated in Harinama-Chintamani by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Very nicely. Just all the details are explained. What each offense is, how to get rid of it, how to overcome it. Very nicely explained. So, hence this book is a summary study. So we're taking a hint of everything. There are still other factors which can disturb the plant of devotional service, and these other factors, we shall read about them tomorrow. So, thank you so much for tuning in today. The link to this book is in the description. Please check out our website, shravanamdiaries.com. We shall see you tomorrow. Hare Krishna.